About today, we're going to talk about people that say that men or women of God, say they represent God well, but the way they're living, it's not representing God. You say you're a man of God, you say you're a woman of God, but you do evil. And let's read it out. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. What does that mean? Let me read that again. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. So let's go on the meaning of that. Once again, this proverb, Proverbs 15:8, highlights the difference between outward religious acts performed with a wicked heart and the genuine prayers of those who are righteous and upright in their character. It means that God is not pleased with sacrifices or religious rituals performed by those whose hearts are not aligned with him. You know what I mean? You talk righteousness. You speak righteousness. You tell people they should do righteousness, but your heart is wicked. Inside, you're wicked. And that's not right. It means that God is not pleased with sacrifices or religious rituals performed by whose hearts are not aligned with him, but he delights in the sincere prayers of those who strive to live righteously. You know what I mean? Basically saying that you can't just talk it and not walk it. You can't just speak it but not believe. Truly believe. In essence, the verse underscores that God is concerned with the inner state of the heart and the sincerity of the worshiper, not just outward displays of piety. The sacrifice of the wicked refers to any act of worship or religious observance performed with a bad heart, while the prayer of the upright signifies genuine communication with God from a heart that is aligned with his will. The proverb implies that God values a genuine relationship with his people, marked by honest and heartfelt communication over superficial acts of worship. The upright are those who strive to live according to God's ways, and their prayers are a reflection of their righteous lives. Here the Bible notes that when the wicked, meaning those ungodly and guilty, try to offer him gifts or sacrifices, he is repulsed. The Hebrew root word translated as abomination here is toibah, which literally means something disgusting. Without godliness, religious ritual such as sacrifice can be an abomination to God. As Samuel said to Saul, "Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice." Formal worship and generous giving may seem to be more important than simple obedience and prayer, but from God's perspective, from him, even great sacrifices are not acceptable if those making them are disobedient. Let me say that one more time. Formal worship and generous giving may seem to be more important than simple obedience and prayer. But from God's perspective, even great sacrifices are not acceptable if those making them are disobedient. So let's talk about it. These preachers out here famous. These preachers out here getting famous, preaching the word, but they homosexual. These preachers out here famous, preaching the word, but they touching boys. These churches claiming it's the house of God, but you got pride flags in front of the church, inside the church. These churches out here reaping the benefits of the world, but you're not rebuking sin. You're not rebuking homosexuality. You're not rebuking gender change. These preachers out here, man, they preaching that word. But all they care about is that money. Most of these preachers, they don't care about you, man. They preach the word. They know the word real good. But it's all about money. It's all about me. What God got to get in me. God don't owe you nothing. He don't owe you nothing. Praying for me, but you homosexual. You're not happy with the way God made you. You going against what God designed. God ain't satisfied with that. We got to be obedient. We got to be genuine. We need to walk it, not just talk it. You can't be preaching and be at the Diddy parties, man. It's not how I go. Can't make sacrifice to the Lord, but hurt your children. Making sacrifice to the Lord, but you can't stop cheating on your wife. Making sacrifices to the Lord, but you oppress your family. You steal from your family. Making sacrifice to the Lord, but you're not being obedient. I'm going to say it like this. It says in the Bible, it is an abomination for a man to wear the garment of a woman. God didn't design us for man to be with man. God didn't design us for woman to be with woman. God designed us for a man to be with a woman. You know what abomination means? Ultimate disgust. Does God make mistakes? Does God make mistakes? We can't sugarcoat it, man. You can't bubble gum it. That's disobedient. How can you preach the word and support homosexuality and gender change? And disrespect what God wanted. He don't make no mistakes. Oh yeah, don't forget this. It's very disobedient for you to make sacrifices and give your life to the Lord, but you still walk with the wicked. You still do business with the wicked. You still laugh and hang with the wicked. Might even let the wicked into your home. That's disobedient too. You can't play both sides. It's one or the other. If they're on that side, you gotta leave them. Somebody playing with the devil, man, you can't entertain that. That's dangerous. It's dangerous for your salvation. Dangerous for your life. Dangerous for your future, your destiny. You don't play with that, man. We don't string along with them people, man. It's one side or the other. You keep playing both sides, you're gonna have a problem.